Hey everyone, I'm here today with Corinne McKay, and we're going to be talking about direct clients. Corinne, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for inviting me to talk.
No, brilliant. Great to have you here. Well, for those of you who don't know Corinne, she's the author of the original how-to book for freelance translators. She's very well known within the industry, and she's been working with direct clients for many, many years now. And not only has she been working with direct clients for many years, she's also been training other translators, helping other translators get into that direct client market. So I think she's absolutely the right person to have this conversation with. So Corinne, the first question for you is why do you think freelance translators should consider working with direct clients?
Well, I think most people realistically are drawn to direct clients because of the money. And I do think it's important to say, like, I don't think agencies are evil at all. I think
Mm.
agencies fill a really important role in our industry and profession. But I think realistically, most people hit a point where they're working as much as they can or want to, and they want to make more money. And the way to do that is to move from agencies to direct clients. But I also think, a lot of people sort of come for the money, but stay for other factors,
Yeah.
such as being able to work in specializations that agencies don't handle, increase job satisfaction because you can usually have direct contact with either the person who wrote the source document or the person who's going to use the target document. So I think lots of other factors come into play as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity for freelancers to really, like you said, get to work more closely with the translation, and I think that can be quite attractive. So, what are some of the mistakes that you
Correct.
see freelance translators make when they are trying to work more closely with direct clients?
Number one, hands down, is expecting too little, or sorry, expecting too great a return from too little marketing effort. So people thinking, I'm going to send out 10 emails and clients are going to beat a path to my door, clamoring to work with me. And if that happens to you, great.
Yeah, yeah,
But I think for most people, that if you are doing a, cold contacting method, meaning contacting people you don't know,
yeah,
you're probably looking at more like 100 contacts before you would find, a good client that has actual work. I think that's the number one thing. And I think subsidiarily not having a targeted enough specialization purely because then you don't know who to market to. I think it's just a sort of logistical issue
mm,
that there is some opportunity to be more of a generalist translator with agencies. Not that agencies don't want specialized translators, but there is the potential to be a little broader.
yeah,
Whereas with direct clients, if you're a really broad translator, how do you know who to market to? It's just a,
yeah.
logistical question.
So that sort of specializing and also understanding that to a certain degree it is a numbers game, but it's a numbers game with a sort of intelligent approach to back it up, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. And what would you say is the most difficult thing about trying to work with direct clients or trying to get new direct clients, Corinne?
hmm I think sticking with the marketing long enough to see results and choosing a marketing method that fits with your personality. So the problem is, if you pick a marketing method that you hate, even if other people tell you that it's successful, you're not going to do it because you hate it. If you made me do telephone sales,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
I just wouldn't do it. I mean, I actually think telephone sales could be fairly effective, but I just wouldn't do it because I hate cold calling,
yeah,
people I
yeah,
don't know to
yeah.
try to sell them something. And some people, honestly, my favorite marketing method is targeted emails. I have had students go through my classes who hate sending targeted emails, so they go to client side conferences and they find
Mm,
tons of work through that. Like I have at least, this sounds kind of infomercially, but it's true. I have at least two students who took their direct client work from zero to more work than they could handle in like a year to a year and a half by attending client-side conferences,
Wow.
and meeting clients for their target industry at their clients' conferences.
Yeah, that's impressive. That really is. Yeah. Yeah, very good, very good. Well, Corinne, thank you so much. Thank you so much for those tips. I'm of course delighted to announce that you will be presenting a workshop with pros.com, Fearless Direct Client Marketing on March the 16th. So we're really looking forward to that. Tell us a little bit about the workshop, Corinne, please.
Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit about the direct client marketing mindset, but I think what my classes are really known for is the sort of practical nuts and bolts approach that will go over at least 10 different ways you could market to direct clients. And then we'll go into depth on 3 techniques, which is targeted emails, client-side conferences, and search engine optimization. So I think that's, one thing I really try to do is give people like, what, when you say targeted email, what do you say?
Hmm.
What do you write in the targeted email?
Yeah.
Or when you talk about go to client side conferences, how do you find them? What do you do when you're there? Things like that. So we'll talk about, very practical things that you can implement right away.
Getting into the specifics. Really good, really good. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a 3-hour workshop, and it's a new format that we're trying out. So it's a 3-hour workshop followed by a 1-hour Q&A with Corinne a couple of weeks after the initial workshop, and a little bit of a special price. I think we can all agree on $50 to attend this workshop. A
Yep.
workshop that
When I
could
teach it on my own, it's more expensive than that. So I just want to say to everyone, I know that sounds kind of salesy, but it's really true that Pros is offering this for really attractive price. I don't think you would be able to take that class elsewhere at that price. So if you're interested, now's the time.
absolutely, absolutely. Now's the time, and as you've mentioned on this short call, Corinne, it really has changed the situation for a number of your students already. Going from, like that
Yes,
example of going
that
from
is the
zero
truth.
zero to more work than you can handle. I like that one, and that's an
Hmm.
absolutely a completely real case of someone who's gone through this type of workshop. So yeah, I really encourage you to sign up. We do have limited seats on this workshop, so we will stop selling the workshop at some point. Now is your chance. Head on over to training.pros.com. That's training.pros.com. Let me know if you have any questions, of course, and I hope to see you there. Corinne.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. Looking forward to it so much, and thanks so much to you. Thanks for all of the free tips and the your expert value that you always share. Really, really
Oh,
appreciate it.
sure.
All right, thanks very
Sure.
much. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.